Facebook and Instagram. And again, I totally need to update my Instagram. Yes, I do just about everything in my craft room. It's kind of a disaster because I am working on a bazillion projects trying to get things up. But I wanted to show you guys that, yes, I did, as you see in the title, have just the brand new released red designer of the ScanNCut. But I do also have the design and cut. But I'm a Disney fanatic, and I have been waiting to try to get the Disney ScanNCut. I actually have been talking to Tammy about it, and I know a lot of you have come over to follow me because of the design and cut, but I'm a Disney fanatic. If you guys have been following me for years, we just moved to Texas from Florida, and we were there for 9 years, and we are Disney pass holders for the entire time. And I have a lot of scrapbooking. This is actually not all of my paper. This is just some of it. And then I have some of this, and of course you guys know this is just some of it. A lot of this, and I have to get back to my scrapbooking. So you guys, I'm not going to be doing scrapbooking on my Facebook page because that's going to be my selling and my selling page. Hi, Mick. Yeah. So I'm actually going to be selling my design and cut. Mick, move, Mick. Mick is a hogger. Move, Mick. So my design and cut is going to be up for sale. I just got he just put hair on it. I'm actually going to be selling my design and cut. So if there's anybody out there, and I've got to clean it up because I have boogers, sticky boogers, and some paper on it. So I have not used actually the little ink pens on it, and I believe I have extra blades and my mats. I will clean them up for somebody, and I have my scan mats. So it's actually just been sitting here since I moved here. I think I used it a couple times after moving here, but I will be selling my brother design and cut. So just you guys to know that. So I wanted to let you guys know that. But we are going to unveil it. I got a couple hours ago. My husband was actually pretty excited about it, so much so that he wanted to open it. And I was like, no, we are going to unveil it together. And I was like, nope, we are going to unveil this thing together. I'm going to try to make sure that I can record this while we are opening it. I actually have my label here. I had to take it off. So as what I got from the other design and cut or scan and cut, and I went to the design and cut and I compared them, I'm not going to compare them because it is totally not the same thing. The design and cut. And the design and cut is where you use your iPad, your iPhone, or Android, and you scan in with a photo mat. It is absolutely not the same thing. And if you want to see the difference, I can put the link below in this video after I get this video up, and I will show you the difference between my original scan and cut and my design and cut and show you the difference. Only this one is so much better. So I'm going to give you the specs on this first. And it does have over 150 already built in designs of Disney. And I might be able, I'm going to double check with all the designs on it compared to the cards that you can actually buy. I know that there's 6 or 7 cards, so I need to compare all the designs on it. And yes, it works. All the the brother machines actually work with Shortcuts a lot and SVGs, and it does work obviously with the canvas. And I work with all of them, so I'm pretty excited to be able to get on here and work with this one. Now, I have actually been following the few machines in the blue design on eBay, and I actually went to them the moment that this dropped, and I caught it on Instagram that they dropped the new machine because the original machine is blue and this one's red, even though the box is blue. And I went to them because the one that was open, new out of box, because they used the Wi-Fi card out of it. And they had that one listed for $6.99. And then the new inbox, they had it listed for $8.99. And I was like, I'm not paying that. But I actually went to them both and said, hey, y'all got a problem because, guys, the new machine is listed for $5.99. And you can order it through Brother USA, and you can order it through, get this, folks, get this, you don't even have to wait for Brothers shipping. You can order it on Amazon and get it next day. So much so, this is my birthday present. I'm gonna pay my husband back from the sale of my Design and Cut. So if I sell it to you guys, whatever I make from that, I'm gonna give to my husband as for the purchase. If not, I'm gonna put it on eBay myself. I prefer to sell it through YouTube because I hate the fees. PayPal, I always just take PayPal, guys. I'm sorry. I don't do any other fees because I do it because of the FTC backs it. Anyway, so yeah, $5.99 and is what this new machine is. So I went to him and I said, you guys are going to have to drop your price because the new machine just hit and people can get it next day on Amazon. Lo and behold, bam, my husband ordered this yesterday, got it today, and it dropped on the 20th. So this is the 22nd. So guys, it has 17 built-in design, which most of the machines usually only have 7 to 9. And I was like, that's awesome because, and it's got the big 5-inch screen, which the last machine I think I had, is it 5-inch? I think it's 5-inch. Yeah, it's got the big 5-inch screen, which helps me out because since I got my first machine, because in the Design and Cut, you use your iPad, which totally super, super duper. And if you're talking to me, I'm sorry, I will get back to your messages. But I was super excited about that because when I got my first ScanNCut, I wasn't farsighted. Now I am. So using my iPad was great, but trying to scan in, and this is part of why I have switched from the Design and Cut to back to the ScanNCut. I have a hard time focusing because now I wear bifocals and going from one to the other. And then the multiplex other glasses I use has been very hard for me. But that and the fact that I'm a Disney fanatic. And I'm hoping, guys, that you're going to see me start cranking out stuff because I'm doing my how-tos now just straight up on YouTube here. So even though I'm going to be selling my merchandise not only here on YouTube, but also on my Facebook page, and then doing, hi, buddy. But I'm also going to be doing all my how-tos just straight up here on YouTube. But this thing, it's got the 140 quilt patterns. It's got over 150 built-in Disney designs, 17 letter fonts, 1,435 built-in designs. So, but I also like to design my own designs and go on, but I've also printed out some when I had my original, and it was so much easier for me. But again, I'm also wearing bifocals, and I have a bad stigmatism now. So using the Design and Cut got really difficult for me with my eyes, and my eyes quadrupled in one eye and multiplied by 1 in the other eye over a year. So my eyes are going bad pretty quickly again, even though that I had laser surgery 19 years ago. Within 17 years, that surgery went bad. Now, once I get my eyes corrected, I can have my surgery again. So I had the cutter, and I just had it. Oh, my husband, like I said, he was pretty excited because we are both fanatics of Disney. So are my children. My daughter works at Disneyland. Of course, you guys know that if you've been following me, she's been working at Disneyland on and off. So she has done, she's been Lightning McQueen. She's worked at Bibbidi Bobbidi Boo. She's currently, if you're in Disneyland, you can go say hi to her on the Jungle Cruise. She also works at a couple other places, but yeah, you'll see her at different places. So, and you'll see her in several movies right now and shows that are on, but this is a new type of one. So you guys get to see me unveil this. Besides Brother USA and their channel, I am the first one to unveil this personally. So I am super psyched, guys, and you get to see me do it live. So again, I'm not going to compare it from the Design and Cut to this one because I've already done that from the Design and Cut, or from the Scan and Cut to the Design and Cut. So we're just going to be able to see the brand new one besides Brother doing it. So I get to be the first one personally that's not Brother showing this. I'm so excited. I am the first one that's not Brother. So excited. Tammy, I'm sorry. I know I talked to you about me buying a new machine, but you know I wanted to get the Disney one, and they got it out with the new drop on the red machine. So Obviously, I've got 2 styrofoam sides, and we are going to see, obviously, if you're watching it on Brother, they do show you it as well, but getting it in home, I get to show you. So right here, this is the starting guide kit. And in the starting guide kit, let's see what we get. We're going to start from the top and work our way down. You're going to get the guide. And I tell you what, I have had the Cameo, the Silhouette, the Cricut, and the Brother. And I will tell you straight up, I swear by Brother, and I'm going to tell you the #1 reason is they are the only company that fixes their machines. I personally think Cricut is more of a Big Brother company where they monitor everything you do. So you're going to get the quick guide that tells you everything that it comes with, from the power cord to the pin holder, to the pens, to the spatulas, to the touch pen. Ooh, this one comes with the touch pen, which makes me very excited. So I haven't had one that had, ooh, look at all the little designs. I haven't had one that's had the storage. So I'm pretty excited about having the one with the storage. So I got in on the Brothers. Oh, and you guys know, if you're watching my epoxy stuff, that I have a whole lineup of Disney stuff. So I'll be able to make my own tags and stuff to go with my epoxy stuff. So when I get into some of the harder materials, and you guys can see here that it gives you step-by-step instructions, which I personally already know how to do this. So if I used harder materials, I can actually make my own boxes for even my soaps. So that's kind of exciting. Now, I could do that for local shows myself, but I wouldn't ship my soaps in local cardboard boxes or in paper boxes, because I always use plastic myself. So it does show the Disney collection. This is basically how to unzip files. This is the basic format paper, and then the quick reference guide. If you already have a machine, you already know what this is. It goes through step by step on what paper thickness and everything that's in this. But we'll go through this real quick so that you can see what's in it. I don't know if Brother actually goes through everything on this. So they have it in several different languages, usually French and Spanish. So you get your warning. I'm going to go through that. You have your basic warning paper. And of course, it does it in several languages. I'll go back to these in a second. And then you have your accessory paper. And it always has the quick part code number and your product safety book, where it shows you how to actually use it. They're basically always the same in each one. I generally keep the blade at 5 and 6 myself. Most people keep it between 5 and 7. And then let me go to the English guidelines. And it goes step by step on how to use basic patterns and how to put everything in basically, which is really cool. If you flip it over, it continues how to do basic instructions. I'm actually going to get my mom a machine. It's the $400 machine. I think it's a DNCM. But I'm going to get her one for the appliques once she moves into her new house. And for those who like quilts and baby quilts, my mom is actually going to start selling hers, and she has a bunch of them. She's like, would they actually buy my quilts? I was like, Mom, she's got like 400 quilts already made. And I'm like, yeah, I'll be selling them. I'll sell them for you on Charming Custom Craft. She has anywhere from baby quilts to king size. My mom's been sewing since she was 2. Not a joke if you question that. My mom is a coal miner's daughter, and she was the oldest. She had a brother die before her, so she was basically grew up like a tomboy and was trained to be a boy. So that is in the quick reference guide section that comes at the top. So excited. So this should probably be the cords without hesitation. I like how it's shaped. I like irregular shapes because I'm an irregular girl who wants to be like that, right? Nobody wants to be like that. Let's see if I can pull up just a little bit for you. Okay. Don't want to knock anything out here. And this is the basic power cord. Usually it comes in 2 pieces, but I'm actually kind of happy that it's not. It's just one. I'm going to leave that here for a second. So you get your cord in that one. It's usually like a computer and they give you 2 cords sometimes. And then of course, this one's a really big machine. Wow. Okay, so let me see if I can pull you up. I'm going to pick you up here and squeeze this so you can see how big the machine actually is. It's very big. And I'm going to tell you, it's heavy. So you can tell that it's not the older one. The older one is actually blue. This is red. And it actually told me on the box, the handle with care, and this is the front. But now we can already tell you that it is not the front. So if you're getting your box, it is actually the opposite way, even though the instructions and everything are showing this way. I am corded. I'm trying to stay charged. So I'm going to actually uncord this. I'm trying to stay plugged in. But I'm going to turn the box around. I'm on an old antique sewing machine with a new toggle top. Because I want to be able to show you, because they have the actual mats down weirdly. Actually, let's pull those out. Again, it's backwards compared to what the box is actually saying. Let's see if we can get it this way. The mats were tucked down on the side. I don't know how that was possible considering the box is not that deep. So I'll see how many mats they're actually giving you. Wow, 2 mats. They're giving you low tack and standard mat. So they are giving you 2 mats, the low tack and the standard. So this is, the purple one is always the standard stick. And then the low tack is here, which let's see if they're giving you, what is in here with that? I have you up pretty high. Let's see if I can get you up any higher. I'll make sure you guys see what I see as much as possible. I have like 3-foot extension on this holder, so that tells you how big the box is. And I really do hate tripods. So they're giving you a red piece of metallic paper. I would have guessed that that's going to be for you to try what they show on video, for them to do, for you to try the Mickey Mouse head. So that is metallic sheet, which I actually have a bunch of that myself. So they give you that. I'm kind of surprised they don't give you a piece for the other one to try. And it's a good buffer. I am curious if it has the plastic. Okay, so it does have the plastic. I'm surprised they would put that in. You would think they'd put it in a separate piece because I'd be more worried about the plastic. Okay, let's see if they have anything else down around the sides. Nope, I don't feel anything. Okay. Kind of worries me about grabbing it when they have the plastic and there's no. My other one used to have a handle. Okay, well, I guess I'm just going to have to gun it. Alright. Remove the box. It's got 2 pieces of styrofoam down on the side, on each side. There's nothing else in the box. And I'm going to assume that the other pieces are going to be down in the storage. So let's go down, pull you back down here. It's beautiful. So these are stickers, vinyl stickers, I would assume. Let me pull the plastic out. It's not really a red. I'd say it's like a muted burgundy. And that kind of, I got to tell you, as a Disney fanatic and going to Disney all the time, that's kind of a disappointment to me. I would expect it to be more of a red. I mean, even the red on the sticker is more red than the sides. So that's just my first thought. And before we get started, I am going to pull the cord, and I'm going to find out where it plugs into. Now, I don't know if we'll totally set it up while we're doing this. Let's see how it's got the little teeth here. Reminds me of the old way they used to do trash bag ties. They don't do that anymore. I love the fact that it does stay on here. I mean, obviously you could probably take it off. See, this is what got me thinking that it would be more like where it plugs into a computer piece. That's why I was looking at it. And that's for a USB and a direct line to a computer. Okay, so it's going to be on the other side. And it does have all these stickers. Let me see if I can pull you around, because I want you guys to see all of this, where all the protection stickers are lined up on the back. And that's just to keep it all into place. And then the cord lineup is on this side. So we're going to plug it in over here. I do have an outlet off to the left end, technically to the right. Interesting, it's got a 1 and 2 lift, and again, all new to me compared to the design and cut in my old DCM. I need to remove that sticker right here. We'll put that over here. I'll make sure I get it in right. I can't see. It's too much to my side. Am I seeing it right? I just want to make sure I get it in right. Oh, see if I'm getting it in and pulling it out right. And it looks like it goes both ways. Huh. See if you can see that. It sure does. Maybe it's just me. I want to guess that it does. And it's in all the way. Now I've gotten so used to using the design and cut. Again, that was purely because my eyes are going bad. At the same time, if you guys didn't know, I had severe preeclampsia with my son. And I had also had pulmonary edema in my left eye. I have a huge blind spot in my left eye. So you add the fact that my eyes went very quickly, because you guys know that I play Mrs. Claus for Christmas. And when I used the glasses, it was a joke, obviously, as Mrs. Claus. And it wasn't a joke after a couple years. And now I went from playing around wearing my husband's glasses to actually my eyes are really bad. My husband actually went with me to my eye appointment. And he's like, oh, her eyes aren't that bad. And she's like, oh, no, they're bad. And matter of fact, they've gone 4 times as bad from last year to this year, because I couldn't keep up with buying reading glasses. Even after I bought my glasses, it was like bam, 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 bam all year. So, yeah. So, obviously, look how beautiful that screen is. It's huge. Because my other one on my other ScanNCut was little. So I do like this. This is rubberized. This is silicone right here that I do like. So instead of hitting the table, it's got a nice soft cushion touch. Oh, great. This is nice. This is locked in. I do like that. Sticker off. Take that off. Now taking this. Bam. This is off. Okay. load map procedure to support charge. I just want to hear it. And everything's underneath. This is a little storage area here. Let me see if I put you back here so you guys can see all that. So this is the storage area. All the stuff is here. There's one storage area. Here's the other storage area. Convenient. So you get a little stylus pen. I love that's got the little grip here. You get the little spatula here. Forgot what this one is. That's going to be, this is a deep cutter. Yeah, that's your cutting blade. Curiosity where the cutting blades are. Yeah, there's your cutting blade. Guess you don't set them, it sets it for you. That's different. Like that. That's something new. So I guess I'm going to have to read up on that part because I'm used to setting my blades. So, something, you know, something new every day. Something new every day. Something new. Okay, so we'll take this off. Some of you guys are already into the newer system since the design and cut. You're one up on me. This is just me sharing the first impression of the new brother Disney, which I'm going to assume that it's very similar to the, I'm going to leave this on here because this is already tore this. I'm going to take this little sticker here, put that back on, put one of these back on because it tore the bag. Very similar to the first one, and actually from what I read it was and is very similar to the first one. But I can tell you from people getting really greedy on the original system, and this is obviously for the pen. Now, I could tell you right now, I never use the pens on my design and cut. So they'll be available. They're still sealed. They should be fine. All the modes are still in place because I only designed and cut on mine. So this is very convenient for me. My 25th wedding anniversary album, my 29th anniversary is coming up, and I haven't finished it. I was halfway through. I am determined, so for everybody who loves to watch me do scrapbooking, to finish. I have a crack in it. No, it's the way the imprinting the plastic is. So I am determined to finish that in the next couple of weeks. So you guys are going to see me go back to my scrapbooking. I still have a lot of de-stash stuff to do. I'm not gonna cut anything. If you guys want to see that, I will do that another time. But I did just turn it on. It's very quiet compared to all the other ones I've had. Let me see if I can pull the screen up. I won't cut. Let me see if I can work with me here, guys. I'm trying to turn this. I do like the fact it's in color. My other ones were not. So that super excites me. So this would be the home screen. This is great. So let's look at the patterns. Let's look at the Disney patterns. That really excites me. So I could tell you right now, this one that has Frozen on it, it doesn't have, unless it surprises me, I didn't see Alice in Wonderland. Maybe it does. Oh wait, no, it does have Alice in Wonderland. It just has those though. Because there was a bunch. I'll have to look at all of them that actually included. Because I know there was Toy Story, Alice in Wonderland. There was supposed to be a bunch of them. I'll have to go through all of them. The font excites me. And you guys are seeing them with me. There was a bunch that I wanted to look up. And I know they would have some on Canvas already. So once you connect to the Canvas, I would assume that you would have authorization to get to more of them as well. Let's see. Let's look at Ariel. And she's already automatically 6x4, basically 6x5. And she comes in 3 parts. Well, A and B, and then they have the fabric. Okay. But I know that there were others. Again, it works where shortcuts a lot. And Canvas, and then SVGs. What's that one? That's pretty. And the typical standard ones, they have more on here than they used to. I don't know if you guys looked ever at the framing. The frames I always liked if you're doing actual big scrapbooks. The laces. And if you do that with the right material, you can use it with epoxy. Very pretty. See what the tags are. See if the tags have changed any. Yeah, there's quite a few new ones. New holiday ones that I haven't seen. The bunny looks creepy. Cute baby. So I do hope. Oh, I like the lines. I always did like the lines. Not as many as there should be for the price. A lot of these are standard. So they have the roll on, the bead, and then your collection, of course. And of course you have the pause button. All right, so that is just my first impression. Of course, if you don't know anything about rolling in your standard on, I like the silicone rollers. The rollers down here are awesome. Are better rolled now. They used to be more plastic. I like the fact that they are more silicone. So this is a little bit better than they were. I love the fact that it's more spring loaded over here than it was. This is more of a belt that I do like. I like where you can put your phone here if you were looking at a design and putting it over, or your tools. Like if you were working with canvas, not that you would, you'd be working more with your computer. But it is a much bigger machine. If I were to put my my Design and Cut next to it, even my DCM one is much smaller compared to this one. When I had that one, again, if you were to go back and look at that video, when I get done with this video, I'll go back and find that that video of when I got the Designer ScanNCut. Design and ScanNCut when I had both of them next to each other. You can see that. Obviously, I can't take this one into my craft room and put it next to the Design and Cut. But this is my first impression of this one, and it is obviously much bigger. Let me see if I can take the phone off and show you the back of the stand. The stand is obviously much better back here. It used to be thinner, so I do appreciate the fact that this is much bigger back here. A little thicker. I love the fact that the screen is bigger. The machine is way bigger. I don't know why it's bigger. I appreciate the size of it. I don't like the fact that it displays to be online to be red. I'm going to get you down closer. It is not red. The paper is actually that they give you is actually redder. This is more of a muted burgundy. And it's not even as red as even it's like they purposely muted even the Mickey icon. Like I said, the sticker to Minnie Mouse is redder. So, let me see if I can find something that's this Coca-Cola bottle lid. I'm going to take it off my bottle. That's red. That's red. That's a muted. And if you're going to put red, it's almost like it's recycled plastic. And if it is, then that's fine. But it's pretty. I'm a little bit disappointed that they're stickers and not built into the machine. Because it's just like, oh, here's a machine, let's slap on some stickers. I'm being honest. That's me, and I'm being honest. So sorry, brother. I'm being straight up and honest with you guys. For the price, this is no different than your $400 machine, and that you put more fonts on it. And again, I haven't had the design or ScanNCut in a while. But looking at your design cards, you should have put more. And from looking at your designs, I would have put more on it. So that's my opinion. Is it worth it? I'm gonna have to sit and design on it. No, I'm being honest. I'll have to design on it, and this is my first impression. I've had the Design and Cut. I'm really disappointed in what you guys abandoned the Design and Cut. That was to me a better idea, and especially with so many people carrying around cell phones and tablets, and now the phones that flip over. That was probably your better idea. And you guys sticking to this. I don't know. That's me. But the fact that you abandoned the Design and Cut, it made you stand out. The fact that you've redropped, what I think is the same machine. And I didn't even have the first one, but that's me. It's got the Wi-Fi built in here. I have to read of how it's going to hook up to the Wi-Fi. I don't know if you guys can see that. Again, I have to read how that's going to work. I'll have to go in. I don't know if I have to go in and set that all up. I'll have to set up the whole unit. And I don't know. I mean, I'm going to go in and look at really how. I want to go back to home. I don't know. I mean, I was pretty excited about this, but I'm looking at the patterns. I mean, I got this for my birthday. And to be honest, I don't know. And to be honest, I'm slightly disappointed in the pattern. And I'm a Disney fanatic. Especially for the price. I mean, they should absolutely offer more patterns. I mean, that's me. I mean, here you guys heard how excited I was about getting this machine. I mean, they show Frozen. Some of them are very generic designs. I mean, I wouldn't. What is that? What am I going to do with that? Unless you're doing appliques, I guess. Why wouldn't Lion King and Dumbo have their own category? And there's only 3 patterns for Lion King. What is that? I can't even tell what that is. I can't tell what that is. So you got, what, maybe 3, 4 patterns for Lion King. There's no Nala. And there's only 1 pattern for Dumbo. And there's only 1 for Alice when you actually have a card. And I've already looked this up. You have a card for Alice in Wonderland. So if you're paying this amount of money for the machine and it's a Disney machine, why wouldn't you offer all the patterns on the machine? I mean, this is what I'm looking at. I'm being honest and frank with all of you guys. And I'm the first one to get this machine, and that this is the second one. And so, I mean, you would think the second one would be better than the first rendition, because I know even the first machine is basically the same thing. So wouldn't the second machine be better? So, and this is for the gemstones, and there's only 3 patterns for that. So is this your way of being honest, guys? Is this their way of hurting people in the pocket a bit more? Is this for the gemstones, or is this just an outline? I mean, I've had a brother for, 5, 6 years? I guess you guys can go back and look at it here. So they've got Cars and Toy Story. And they have it set for Cars, but I only see 2 Cars. So hear me out. See, they've got the icon for Cars. And they've got 6, 7, 8, 9 for Cars, or for Toy Story, and only 2 for Cars. 4 for Cars. And they have Mike Krasowski. They have 2 Mike Krasowski. They don't even have the other monsters. I mean, so they're only giving you samples. I just feel like, and I'm being honest, I think you're getting gypped. And I'm being honest with y'all. So now I have to wonder, do I keep the machine or do I send it back? And this was supposed to be my birthday present. should I go back to Cricut, which I don't like Cricut anymore. Maybe I should go back to Silhouette. I really don't like Silhouette. I really like Brother. Oh, Brother, I got to tell you, I'm the first one who's got this machine. And after comparing it from the first to the second, you would think that you would have more patterns. So are you going to offer more patterns to people once they connect it? I mean, all I got to do is sign in, and it should automatically sign me up because I do already have it. So I don't know. I'm being honest with y'all. So I don't know what to tell you. And let me see if I can go to, I know what it said that was going to be on there. I know what the cards are showing. And you really would think for the price of the card. And at the same time, the advertisement that they dropped showed the machine to actually be red and not a burgundy color. And you expect it to be, like with the blue, you expect it to be blue. And then when you get the machine, you expected the sides to be red. And I'm gonna go here. I'm gonna turn down the volume so that you don't hear me in the background, so that I can actually hear and see anything that any of you guys are saying. So I really hate people who just want to put their garbage on here. And you know exactly who I'm referring to, who likes to annoy me. And I keep turning you in. And they keep turning you off. But you guys, if you've got any opinions on this, again, I don't know what to say. I mean, it's literally a sticker down here. I mean, if anything, you would think they would do a better vinyl. I mean, that's a whole concept if you're going to cut vinyl. And it's just a cheap sticker. I would have done more of a holographic, something really cool, something that won't easily peel off. That would be me. Something that wouldn't easily peel off the machine. Because to me, that's no different than any of their other machines. But again, I mean, I don't know if you can easily see the coloring on this side. And this is normal daylight. And that is red. Obviously, that's a Coca-Cola bottle. That's red, that's not. So, and that's just an epoxy sticker. Just popped on the side of it. I don't know, that's me. And I'm a huge Disney fanatic. Go back to my videos. I lived in Florida 9 years, had Disney passes all that time. And maybe this is a ploy for you to get the cards. I mean, my big debate was to buy the other machine and just buy the cards. I'd have saved $30, but I wouldn't have gotten the other fonts. I mean, this actually makes me angry to a point, because maybe I should get the other machine. I wouldn't have gotten the extra fonts, but I would have gotten the other patterns. So, brother, what's your response to this? I dropped the money on the machine to get sample designs. For me to get all the designs that I wanted, I'm going to have to spend $170. So you want to respond to that one? And I'm showing this to the world, and I'm the first one that's personally bought the new machine. So I'm going to have to drop $170 to get all the designs. So I should just return this, get the $400 machine, get less fonts, spend the $170 to get all the designs. Maybe I should just do that. But then my review will still be up here so that everybody else can see this, get the $400 machine with less fonts, maybe a little bit less designs, but at the same time, it is a ScanNCut. I can scan whatever I want in it. So, I mean, it's very disappointed that you're playing on the fact that you dropped the new Disney machine, which it really isn't a new machine. You just changed the coloring. So you're playing on people. So, and I love your machines. So do a lot of other people. So I'm being honest. And I've bought in the DCM. I have the design and cut, and now I just dropped $600 on this. And you tell me, is that what you're doing? Because I think everybody else is going to catch on to this too. It's basically the exact same machine, same patterns, but somebody can just drop $170 on the cards, get more patterns instead of the samples, and be happy with what they get. So why should they buy this machine? I think I should just send this sucker back. Because it ain't red. It's got cheap stickers on the front, and all you get is samples. Just my opinion, folks. So, will I keep it? I don't know. Time will tell. I'll have to think about it the next couple days. Just being honest. But I sure will tell you, I'm going to be tagging brother. Thanks, guys.